we're called to renew our minds. And what we renew our minds with is the Word of God. Meditate on the Word of God day and night. So when God says, I am for you, not against you, I won't leave you nor forsake you. I am with you, so don't be afraid. Don't be anxious. Do not worry. What good does it do when you worry? Truths like these: take every thought captive, make it obedient to Christ, resist the devil and he will flee. Meditating on the Word of God. Catch yourself when you're not meditating on the Word of God. Don't condemn yourself, but catch yourself and reject the lies. Reject the lies that are coming to your mind, because the devil attacks the mind. It doesn't matter what happens in the physical. The devil will use vessels to speak his lies, but you need to know it's the devil. Love your enemies, okay? But our enemies are the devil and his demons. Truly, we can't view people as our enemies. Even though that verse is speaking love your enemies, it's speaking people that are against you, against the work of God. But we can't give into the snare of viewing them as enemies. We got to view them as loved by God. We got to view them as children of God. Even if they're not, we cannot have it in our heart to think we know if they're a child of God, to think we know if they're going to heaven or hell, to think we know what they're doing, if they're saved or they're not even based off of what they say, speak, or continue to do. You can't make no assumptions. You cannot judge lest you be judged. Judge not lest you be judged. Jesus said you'll know them by their fruits. So you could see bad fruit in people, but don't assume bad fruit in people. You could see fruit of maybe anger, lust, whatever it is. You don't hold the fruit against them. And you don't assume fruit, because the devil wants to make you think you know fruit, you know what fruit is in them. You got to be careful. As a man think, so is he. So these voices attacking you concerning other people, you got to reject these voices. How do you reject the devil? Speak out loud. It doesn't matter how you sound. The devil's not intimidated by loud preaching, loud speaking. He's not intimidated by that. So you can speak it under your breath in the softest voice, because out in public you may not be able to speak it like normally, but you speak it under your breath in the softest voice, not even barely hearable, but you did your part of speaking. That's what you got to do, your part to speak. It doesn't matter how you sound. But sometimes you got to go to war and continually reject him, because he attacks the mind with impure thoughts. They're not your thoughts. You aren't your thoughts. He attacks the mind with impure thoughts, not good and not good enough. You got to start catching these lies. You got to start examining what's going on in your mind. God is love. He speaks in his fruit. Some of the fruit: love, peace, joy, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness. So he's always speaking faithfulness towards you, but you're not going to always hear him out loud.